afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. So first of all, good afternoon to the management of the school, good afternoon to the teachers, and good afternoon to the parents, and good afternoon to the graduates, and good afternoon to every single student here today, so you can put your hands together for yourselves. All right, so on my behalf, I'd like every single person to appreciate the management of the school for the investment in education. You can put your hands together for the management of the school, because I believe that, in the words of Nelson Mandela, education is the most powerful weapon in which you can use to change the world. So stick to your school management once more. You can appreciate them. Yes, you can appreciate them. All right, so right about now, I'd also like you to appreciate your parents for giving you the gift of education. So appreciate your parents for giving you the gift of education. Hello, graduates. Can you hear me? So right about now, I want you to appreciate yourself for reaching this milestone today. Appreciate yourself. If you're excited about that, make some noise. If you're excited about graduating today, make some noise. All right, thank you so much for that. So today, it's my second time here at Kemps College. It's my second time here at Kemps College. I can remember vividly, the first time I came to Kemps College was to train a set of students for a debate competition in the year 2021 or 2022 thereabouts. And I think they emerged as the winner of that debate competition back then. So you can appreciate yourself for that once more. All right, so I'm delighted to join you all here today at your graduation ceremony, because I believe this is a major milestone in the life of every single student here today. And I must say that was an amazing drama by the students. That was an amazing choreography by the students. And on behalf of the graduates, I would also like to apologize for the lateness of the students, because I believe that time is a currency to purchase our desire. And I know persons who have lost access to job opportunities simply because they came about 5 minutes after they lost that job opportunity. I know the cases of people who have missed their flights before just because they had about 3 minutes lateness. They missed the flight. Somebody missed the flight, had to pay about 450,000 naira just to get another flight to South Africa. So time is so important, but on behalf of the students, I apologize. And I believe that we are getting better, and we can do better. Thank you so much for that. All right. Yeah, thank you so much. So, Victory Ashaka is my name. Victory Ashaka is my name. And I'm a spoken word poet, Lagos State Youth Ambassador, a climate leader, the Global Youth Ambassador of their world. And I've also been opportunity to be the Poet Laureate of FAO of the United Nations in Italy, at the United Nations, on Tedx platforms, and the likes. And I'm so passionate about social impact. And that is why I am here today. Please, I will ensure that our attention is sustained right about now, because this is an important moment. This will definitely be an important moment in the life of the students as they mark their milestones today, because there are set that come to us in our lifetime whereby we receive defining moments that can transform our lives. And that is why I am here today, so our attention can be sustained, and because of our time, I will ensure this is brief but also impactful. So before I continue, I would like us to do a song. I would like to teach us a song, and it goes thus. If you want to be somebody, if you want to go somewhere, you better wake up and pay attention. So it says, if you want to be somebody, if you want to go somewhere, you better wake up and pay attention. Did you get that? If you want to be somebody, if you want to go somewhere, you better wake up and pay attention. So can we do that? Do you think we can do that? Do you think we can do that? So let's go. If you want to be somebody, if you want to go somewhere, you better wake up and pay attention. Can we go together now? If you want to be somebody, if you want to go somewhere, you better wake up and pay attention. For the last time, together. If you want to be somebody, if you want to go somewhere, you better wake up and pay attention. All right, thank you. You know, I grew up in Badagry, Lagos, here in Lagos. And I was raised by a farmer as a dad and a petty trader. And growing up, something defining happened in my life whilst I was a student in secondary school, attending a government secondary school. And at the age of 12, I can remember vividly how I was walking out of the class one day And I came across the art room, and I saw some students in that art room. So I said to myself, what were they doing back then? So I entered the art room just to check what was going on. And lo and behold, I saw that a group of students were drawing, they were painting, and I decided to look at what they were doing and to join them. So I went into the art class, and before I knew it, the art teacher back then in my secondary school said, okay, if I would like to be a part of this art team to represent the school in a competition, I can join. Oh, lo and behold, this was something I was so passionate about, and I said to them, oh, I would love to join this art competition. So I collected the form that day, I went home, I met my parents, and I told them I was going for an art competition that I wanted to represent the school. My brother also got the first time, I came across the 1986 Nobel laureate in literature, Professor Wale Soyinka. So as a student who was just 12 years old, leaving Badagry and going to the island to represent my school, and imagine see the Nobel laureate that everybody recognizes today, Professor Wale Soyinka, it was a defining moment in my life. And right at that point, I said I was going to continually do the things that I love and I was passionate about. I went to the competition, lo and behold, I qualified to the final stage and I emerged as the winner after the competition. And that was when they started believing in me that, oh, so it was really determined that he wanted to do this art, and they allowed me. But guess what? As I was in JSS 3 at that point in time, you know, I always desired that I wanted to become a medical doctor. I said it to myself, I saw a figure, I saw the family of him, the children he was raising up, and I said I also wanted to become a medical doctor. But guess what? Whilst I was doing my JSS3 exam, I started filling in the exam that we had, and then every single thing I was filling back then was based on art, because that was where my potential really lay. And before I knew it, I said, no, I wanted to do science, but I was confused, so I was thinking about it. But guess what? After some time, I made up my mind that, okay, I think I'm going to do this. So from thinking about going to science class, they took me to commercial class. So from having the potential to draw, to signing myself and say I wanted to become a medical doctor, now the school now taking me to commercial class. Can you see the confusion? And then I continued. I said, oh, maybe I wasn't comfortable with this. And then I decided that I was going to ask more questions. And I was grateful for the fact that my dad didn't even push me further. All he had to do was to say, have you made up your mind? He took me to school and he said I should meet the counselor. I should speak with the counselor. And the man said to him that he should allow me. Your son just won this competition. He does hard. This is where his potential lies. So allow him. And my father allowed him. And then I started doing art. And guess what? I graduated and becoming the first senior prefect boy from the arts department back then. Because I was what? I was determined. So I continued. And I was able to gain admission to Lagos University at the age of 16 back then to study English literature. And that was the defining moment of my career. And I started learning because, you know, after you are living here today, both the SS3 students, the JSS3 students, you have a choice to make right now, thinking about your innate abilities and your main potentials, not what you see other people are doing, not because you see somebody doing something different, or because you think this is what people think is lucrative enough, but because this is what you are passionate about. Meaning, if you are passionate about art, if you are passionate about the sciences, if you are intelligent enough, brilliant enough, that you want to pursue maybe things related to business, you know you are going to the commercial department. If you know you are intelligent and you love the sciences and you are good at it, you know you are going to science. But if you know your potential lies in dancing, in singing, in acting, in doing anything creative, or in literature, in poetry, every single thing you think about, ensure you make the right choice and you are not influenced by anything. So I went and then I started studying English literature. While studying English literature, hello, can you hear me? Hello, students, graduating students, can you hear me? So while studying English literature, I was now doing poetry from events on campus. And then for the very first time, I also remember vividly how I got an opportunity to travel to Abuja to represent my institution, which was fully funded by the school itself. The school manager sponsored us, and I discovered that, okay, this is something I'm doing, and I was seeing results. Let me tell you something today, that results will always cancel insult. In anything you do, remember, graduating students, never forget that results will always cancel insult. The reason sometimes your parents might ask you certain questions, and doubt. So I said, knowledge is number one, excellence is number two, mindset is number three, and what's the last one? Study. So ladies and gentlemen, I want to ensure that
If you don't get every single thing, but you've gotten something, is that you have the innate ability to do something important for your career, moving on for your graduation yesterday. And here is a milestone that I want all of you to celebrate. Celebrate yourself, be proud of yourself, and ensure that you continually make yourself proud, you continually make your parents proud, and I believe that in the shortest possible time, just as my story, as I started at the age of 12 in secondary school, even in government secondary school, and today getting the opportunity to be invited by the United Nations, having to leave the shores of this country to Italy, to Finland, to Namibia, to I kept calling for the country. So I also believe that somebody here today can also get an opportunity to make themselves proud. Do you believe you can make yourself proud? I also do you believe you can make yourself proud? So finally, let's do something together to ensure that you know this. If you want to be somebody, if you want to go somewhere, you better wake up and pay attention. Finally, for the last time, yeah. If you want to be somebody, if you want to go somewhere, you better wake up and pay attention. Thank you so much for listening. Mr Victory Ashaka, God bless you.